Hello and welcome back to my channel. I've had a few new subscribers, so I figured I would do a get to know me 73 questions tag. You heard that right, 73 questions. So before I get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be alerted of any other videos I do in the future. And to start with, let's go ahead and dive right in here. For number one, if you could change lives or switch lives with one person, who would it be? For one day, who would it be? I would have to say Kate Middleton, because what girl or woman does not dream of being a princess? And I mean, let's just admit it's royalty. Why not? It's just for one day. Two, what is your favorite season? Spring. Who doesn't love that 60, 70 degree weather and the birds chirping? Me, especially when you live in Texas and have 100-degree heat pretty much all year round. Three, what is the best gift you've ever received? I would have to say hand-stitched days of the week dish towels from my grandmother. Four, what was the movie that made you cry? Well, I've had a lot of movies that made me cry, but the one that comes to mind is a movie I saw years ago called Hachi with Richard Gere, based on a true story. And if you're an animal lover, it will definitely make you cry. Number five, is there a dessert you do not like? Well, I could probably go on with desserts that I don't like, but the one that really sets me off, I guess, is pecan pie, blackberry pie, any kind of pie like that that's not apple or pumpkin. Number six, what's your favorite food? My all-time favorite food is spaghetti. What do you usually order at Starbucks or your favorite cafe? Typically a Java chip frappuccino. There is a secret drink that uses that as a base, but don't get me started on what it actually is, because I can't recall what all the secret ingredients are. Number nine, who was the last person you texted? I would have to say my husband, but that was through Facebook. Does that count? What is your favorite color? Blue, although I don't wear it quite often. Blue is my favorite color. I don't have a specific blue that's my favorite. I just like all blues. Number 10, do you prefer dark chocolate or milk chocolate? I prefer any kind of chocolate, to be honest, but between those two, I would say dark chocolate. Number 11, what color of dress did you wear to prom? My sophomore year, when I went, it was maroon. My junior year, it was like a hunter forest green color. I did not go my senior year. What song can you listen to on repeat? I can't think of one specifically, but anything from Hillsong or Mercy Me, I could listen to all day long. Do you have a morning beauty ritual? Yes, I do. It is to wash my face with the deep cleanser, like Clean and Clear face cleanser. Then use a cotton ball and wipe it down with witch hazel, followed by some moisturizer. 14, what's your current TV character obsession? I'm not watching a lot of TV shows right now, but the one that really has me stoked is Blacklist. Raymond Reddington, played by James Spader. It's more of a intrigue and trying to figure out who he really is, what his true intentions are, what his emotions really are. So he really has me wondering about him. 15, what's your pet peeve? Oh, I have a whole video on pet peeves, but my biggest pet peeves are chewing with your mouth open, talking really loud on your phone, and not using your blinker when you try to turn. What's your favorite board game? Number 16, I would say my all-time favorite is The Game of Life. 17, what book did you most recently finish? The most recent one I finished was The Explosive Child by Dr. Ross Greene. It's definitely a good read for those that have troubled children or explosive children. Number 18, if you could raid one woman's closet, who would it be? Well, that's really difficult. I would probably have to go with, I don't know. Do I have to go with a famous person? Because technically I'd probably say my mother-in-law's, just because she has some good clothes. She has handed down some clothes to me. So it's always good to kind of see what she has, like pretty cool to see what she has in her closet, and some of the deals that she can find. But if I was to go with a celebrity, I probably have to say Jennifer Aniston, just because she always looks so chic, yet comfortable, and casual, yet trendy. What's one thing you've always wanted to do, but you've been too scared to do? This is going to sound silly to some of you guys, but I would say sitting in the front seat of a roller coaster so I can put my hands up as we go down. I'm always tending to sit in the middle of a roller coaster just because the front and the back are super scary for me. Number 20, what's something you can't do? Play a musical instrument. Can't do it. 21, what do you usually eat for lunch? Some sort of sandwich, peanut butter jelly or turkey and cheese sandwich. 22, favorite wild animal and why? I have an itch right there. I would say a white tiger, just because it is very beautiful. It is majestic looking. I know there's some controversy on that animal, but that is my favorite because it is just so beautiful. What is your favorite cereal? Frosted Mini Wheats. 24, do you untie your shoes when you take them off? No, I don't. 25, what is your favorite ice cream? Chocolate chip cookie dough. Number 26, who do you miss the most? My grandmother. She was a down-to-earth woman, somebody I can always call and talk to, somebody who was pretty funny, pretty cool to hang out with too. 27, who was the last person you talked to on the phone? Actually, my husband. 28, favorite Hitchcock movie? Birds. That was a Hitchcock movie, right? Can you give an impersonation of someone? No. I've been known to do a scene from Mrs. Doubtfire, but no, I can't do an impersonation. 30, what is your spirit animal and why? I would probably say a cat, because cats are known to not be personable, and I'm not a very big people person, but at the same time, I'm not one to want to be alone all the time, so I like to just kind of hang out with people. So a cat, I guess. Number 31, do you speak any languages and how well? No. I took 2 years of French in high school, and all I can say is the cat went into the bathroom. Le chat allait dans la salle de bain. That's all I know. It's not going to get me anywhere in life at all. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? Well, as far as I recall, they were going to name me my brother's name, which was James. Do you have a tattoo? Yes, I have 8. And I can always post those pictures at the end of the video. And I am trying to design my 9th one. And I already have ideas for a 10th. So I have currently 8 tattoos. 34, how many pairs of shoes do you currently own? I don't think I've counted them, but I would say 12, maybe. That could be stretching it. 35, which store would you choose to max out your credit card? Well, if I had a credit card, I would max it out at Ross, because they have some really cool finds at really good deals. 36, what is one thing you'd rather pay someone to do than do yourself, and why? I would pay someone all day, every day, to clean my bathrooms and wipe down the toilets, because I just can't do it. To me, that's just gross. I do it, but I procrastinate a lot on that. 37, what is the most boring movie you've watched? Well, off the top of my head, I would have to say Men Staring at Goats with George Clooney. I watched about 15 minutes of that and turned it off. That is how boring it was. 38, what is under your bed? Shoes. 39, what is the first movie you remember seeing? I believe it was Jurassic Park in the movie theater. I don't actually know if there was an actual movie before that, like on TV in my living room, but in a movie theater, I would have to say Jurassic Park, the very first one. If that doesn't age me, I don't know what does. What is the last thing you watched on TV? I actually am doing a Friends marathon on Netflix, so Friends was the last thing I watched. 41, what was your first cooking experience? I would have to say 6th grade, making a Chinese dish. We were learning about Chinese and history, and my teacher gave me the recipe, and my mom and I made the dish. And I believe, if I recall correctly, I burnt the rice. Like, who does that? But I was in 6th grade. 42, what was your first job? A cashier at Party City. 43, what did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? I think when I was 8, I was a gypsy, and my mom did my makeup. I have a photo. I could be wrong on the age, but I believe that's what I was. But I will post a photo for you. What do you call a carbonated drink? Well, I call it by its name. I don't call it a soda or a pop or a Coke. If it is a Coke, it is a Coca-Cola. If it's Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Pepsi, whatever, I call it by its name. 45, what do you call when rain falls where the sun is shining or while the sun is shining? I call it a sun shower. 46, if you inherited $100,000 right now, how would you spend it? I would pay off bills and debt, and whatever is left, not sure what I would spend it on. Probably my children. 47, would you rather forget to pack clean underwear when traveling or forget to pack your footwear? Well, I have done this. I forgot to pack underwear. And you can go to Walmart or the local store and just get you some underwear. Whereas for me, footwear, I'm very picky on. It's hard to find shoes in my size. I wear about a 9.5 to a 10, so it's typically hard to find. So underwear, it's easy. Sorry about that. All right, do you use sarcasm a lot? Typically, I have several things on Pinterest of t-shirts that I want to make up of sarcastic sayings, saying that sarcasm is my middle name, things of that sort. Not a lot of people enjoy my sarcasm, but I use it a lot. 49, are you left or right-handed? I am both. 50, how many siblings do you have? I grew up with 3 siblings, an older brother, a younger sister, and a younger brother. I do have 3 other siblings I have not physically met. I have a twin brother and sister and another sister. They're all younger than I am that I have not met yet. So in total, I have 6 siblings. Are you usually early or late? I tend to be early, but with 4 kids now, I am sometimes just a few minutes late. 52, what songs have you completely memorized? Well, to be honest with you, all the kids' songs. Twinkle, Twinkle, Itsy Bitsy Little Spider, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. Pretty much that's all I've got memorized. 53, when was the last time you climbed a tree? When I was in high school, I think. 54, what fictional place would you most like to go? I would have to probably say Narnia, just because I'm obsessed with Aslan. Does that count? 55, would you rather go hang gliding or whitewater rafting? Well, to be honest, neither. But between those, I would say whitewater rafting, just because hang gliding, I have this fear of like falling off of it and then falling to my death, to be honest. 56, what one thing do you really want but can't afford? To be honest, a new house. 57, what are you looking forward to in the next coming months? I would have to say Thanksgiving and Christmas, especially Christmas, because my toddler is almost 2 and she will have more of a sense of what's going on this year for Christmas, and to see the magic in her face whenever she see Santa or realize Santa. She's usually afraid of Santa, so I'm really hoping this year is different. But just the look on her face. And then, of course, the baby's first Thanksgiving and Christmas will be exciting. 58, what is the most annoying habit that other people have? Chewing with their mouth open. I mean, even my 2-year-old knows how to chew with her mouth closed, so not really sure why everybody else has that problem. 59, what could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation? If I had to do a presentation with no preparation, I would probably have to say breastfeeding, maybe. I've breastfed 3 of my 4. They've all been completely different. I've struggled in different areas with all 3 of them, but I've done this for over 6 years, or at least 6 years, and done a lot of research, read a lot of things on it, so I think I could probably do a 40-minute presentation on breastfeeding. 60, what's something you are self-conscious about? I would have to say my thighs. No matter how much I work out, how muscular they get, they're still big, and I don't have that thigh gap. And so I just feel like when I wear shorts, that's what everybody stares at, is my thighs. And it just makes me very self-conscious. 61, which of your scars has the best story behind it? I don't have a lot of scars, but I would have to say currently the scar with the best story is the one on my foot. Years ago, many years ago, I think I was in middle school, high school, somewhere around then, I was running through the house, which you're not supposed to do, chasing after a bouncy ball that bounced into my brother's room, and I stepped on one of his model metal airplanes. The tail of the airplane, whatever that is called, went right through my foot. That's the best story I have. 62, as the only human left on Earth, what would you do? Have not really given this much thought, but I guess enjoying a warm cup of coffee and enjoying a warm meal. Maybe. As a mom, you don't get that very often. 63, if you could bring back anyone from the dead, who would it be and why? I would bring back my grandmother, just because I really miss her. When I go through hard times, she was always the one I would call and talk to, and she would give me advice and sometimes just be there to listen to me. And she'd always make me laugh, so I would bring her back for sure. 64, did you ever participate in a talent show? Yes, I participated in one in 5th grade where I danced to a song by Whitney Houston. Cannot remember the name of the song yet. And in middle school, I believe it was, I did a talent show where I sang a song, She's in Love with a Boy from Trisha Yearwood. And I don't remember the name of the other song, but I believe it was a Martina McBride song. 65, do you have a nickname? Yes, I have 3 nicknames. I go by Terry. I've had a few friends call me Tear Bear. And I have a former coworker / friend that calls me T3, because when we worked together, there were 3 Teresas, and I was the last one who came in. So there was T1, T2, and T3, and it just kind of stuck. 66, do you still have your wisdom teeth? No. 67, what's your favorite candle scent? I would probably say anything apple pie, yeah, anything apple pretty much, or even sugar cookie. Anything cookie or dessert scented is my favorite. 68, have you ever taken karate lessons? Yes. Could not recall for how long, but when I was a child, I did take karate lessons. 69, can you whistle? Not like most people, I can't blow out, but I can blow inwards and whistle, if that makes any sense. 70, how many times have you been to the hospital? Well, not including an ER or urgent care visit. I've delivered 4 babies, so that's 4 hospital visits plus a blood transfusion, so 5 total. 71, would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Well, if I'm attacked by a big bear, I probably will not survive that. If I'm attacked by a swarm of bees, I probably will, so swarm of bees. 72, what movie could you watch over and over again and still love? Oh, there are so many of them, but I think anything with Sandra Bullock, The Lake House, Miss Congeniality, While You Were Sleeping, anything with Sandy in it, I can watch over and over again. And the last question, what was the best series of all time to you? Now, it doesn't say book series, TV series, movie series, but I'm going to have to go with Friends, just because 10 seasons... I know it says series, but this had 10 seasons, and every episode makes me laugh. There are a few episodes that kind of get me a little teary-eyed. The characters are so easy to relate to, so I would have to say Friends. And that is my 73 questions get to know you tag. I will post the questions down below. I will post some photos for you guys to admire and giggle at. I will also post my link to the Pet Peeves video. And if you want to go ahead and do this tag, definitely tag me in your video so I can see it. And definitely hit that subscribe button. And until the next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Ciao.